Hey everyone, how's it going? So we are finally back on Artland. I know it's been a long couple weeks and I just want to say thank you so much for all the support and the kind words and everything that everyone has sent. I had a little bit of stuff going on in my life and I had a little bit of family things that I had to take care of, so I had to step away just for a little bit. But I want to thank you guys for your patience and support, and also for the awesome news that we got 500,000 followers. I can't believe it. Definitely never thought that that would happen, but I just want to thank you so much because this wouldn't happen without all of you guys and the support that you have given me and this channel. So for a fun way to celebrate, and since we're finally coming back with new videos, I thought I would show you guys how to draw a full body of the Evolved Godzilla from Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. So hope you guys follow along and enjoy this video today. Now to start off with our Evolved Godzilla, let's begin right here with the face. So I'm going to begin right up here, and I'm just going to start by making a little line that's just going to go down. Then we're going to bring this back, kind of like a check mark shape. Now, once we have this, I'm actually going to zoom in on this area just a little bit so we can see it a little bit better, because the face is going to be kind of small for this. Now, after we have this drawn, let's go ahead and draw a little line. It's just going to go down, and then it's going to come up here for the actual eye. Next, I'm going to leave a little space, and we're going to bring this line up, and we're going to leave some little spaces in between here. Then, starting here, I'm going to bring this line up, and then we're just going to come down. And then we're going to bring this line down here. Next, I'm going to bring this line kind of down, and we're going to curve it up, and then back here for the back of Godzilla's mouth. Next, for the nose, let's go ahead and color in a little line here and then bring it down a little bit. Next, for the jaw, let's curve this line down and let's bring this out here. Next, let's bring this line down and back just a tiny bit. Then we're going to bring this down and then up here. I'm going to bring this line over, and we're just going to make some little points on here for Godzilla's jaw. Right here, we're going to curve a line down with a couple more little lines. And then we're going to add some sharp teeth inside of here for Godzilla's mouth. So we're just going to put a bunch of sharp teeth in there. Next, I'm going to take this line, I'm going to bring this line back and then down here at an angle. And I'm going to make a couple more of these little lines here. And I'm going to take this line by the nose, I'm going to bring it back, and we're going to add a couple little extra lines here for some detail. Next, I'm going to bring this line down, and I'm going to bring it in like this. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to bring this down and in, and then down and in. Now for the neck, let's go ahead and bring this line down, and we're going to curve it up. And we'll just kind of continue this a few times, just to kind of shape out Godzilla's neck. Next, I'm just going to bring this line down to more of a point and over, just kind of change up the shape of the scales. Now, I'm going to zoom this back out since we got the really small details, and then we'll start working on the body. So now that we're zoomed back out, we can see where we have Godzilla at, and we're just going to kind of shape out his body now. So one of the first things that we want to do is let's just kind of continue his back. So I'm just going to kind of make a little bit of like a broken line that's just going to kind of come down here. Next, I'm going to make another one of these lines, just going to kind of go down and up. And then I want to work on his arm. So let's begin right here by just making a line that's just going to kind of curve down like this. Then we're going to make this line kind of curve in. I'm going to draw a line that's just going to kind of go down and then over to here. Then we're going to curve this down, and then we're going to make a little point and then bring it back here. Next, starting here, we're going to do the same thing, just kind of bring this down a little bit longer, bring it to a point and then back. Then I'm going to leave a little space. I'm going to make this come to a point a little bit smaller than that middle one, and I'm going to bring this up. Then we'll just kind of connect it here. Next, I'm going to bring this line over and connect right here. Then I'm going to bring a couple more little lines that just go down and up and then down to here, just kind of shape off where his chest and stomach are. Then I'm going to bring this line in just so we can kind of see where Godzilla's stomach is at. Now let's work on the leg. So the leg and arm are actually pretty close to each other, so this might look a little bit different. But starting here, we're going to make this leg. So we're just going to kind of curve a line that's just going to come down here. Then I'm just going to bring this line down at an angle. I'm going to curve a couple little lines in here. And then we're going to make the foot. So let's start right here by making a big claw that's going to come down to a point and back for one of the toes. We'll make a little bit smaller one right here. Then we're going to make a little line and we're going to make a tiny one right here. And then I'm going to make another little point right up here. We're going to make a little line that's going to go over. And we're going to bring this up and then in. I'll make another one or two little curved lines right there. And then we're going to curve this line up for the back of the leg. Now let's kind of work on the tail a little bit. So I'm going to bring this line down. And then I'm just going to curve this up, make it come to a point, and then I'm going to bring this down, and we're going to make it nice and big as it comes back. Now, let's work on that other arm of Godzilla. So I'm going to start this right up here, and I'm going to make just kind of a line that's going to curve down to start the shoulder. Then I'm going to make this line come out to here. I'm going to make this come to a point and we're going to bring it back up. I want to curve this line out to a point and around. And then we're going to make another little point here for a finger and then one more here. Then I'm going to bring this line up here. We're going to kind of jump over that other hand. Now let's finish off with that other leg. So let's begin by drawing a line that's going to come up here, and then we're going to come down. We'll kind of curve a couple little lines. I want to make a line that's going to come down to a point and back. And then one more that's going to come down to a point and over here. I'm going to bring this line up with a couple curves and then connect it. Now let's go ahead and start adding some of Godzilla's dorsal plates. So I'm just going to begin by making a couple little kind of small points right on top. And then I'm going to start making them get a little bit bigger and pointier as they come back. So I'm just going to make them kind of a little bit more jagged and pointy. And we're just going to kind of start off by doing this all around here. I'm going to do like 2 to 3 points on each one. As we get towards the tail, we're going to start making these a little bit smaller. And I think I'm going to switch more to just kind of like the 2-point ones. So we're just going to kind of do this all around here, just putting a couple little points on each one. Now we want to do another row of these. As I do these, I'm going to make these a little bit bigger, and we want to make sure that we are putting more points on these. So I'm going to make sure these have like 3 to 4 points on each one. So we're just going to do that same thing. As I get to the tail, I'm going to start making sure I have like 3 points on each one. Or even just 2. Then finally, back here, I'm going to make some really big kind of pointed spiky plates on here. So we're just going to make some really big ones back here in just a few spots. So here's our basic shape of Godzilla. Now let's come in here and add the details. So I'm just going to make some little kind of like pointy and kind of curved lines on here, just to make it look like he's got a lot of spikes back there by his jaw. I'm going to make a couple more little lines kind of around his mouth and kind of by his eye too a little bit. I'm going to add some little curved lines kind of right by the arms. And then we're going to add a few right by the legs too. I want to make some broken lines kind of coming down Godzilla's body. And we're just going to kind of fill these in with lots of little kind of broken lines that are coming down. I'm going to make some that kind of curve up as well. Just kind of right across here. And then even add a couple little extra broken lines coming down here. We're going to make some little broken lines coming right around here. And I'm going to add some little claws on here. And we're just going to put these little extra lines right around each one, just kind of make it look like there's some wrinkles on there. I'm going to put some curved lines coming right down the arms of Godzilla. So we're just going to put these kind of broken curved lines coming down. And then even some lines are going to go kind of up and down too. Almost kind of like a broken up checkerboard pattern. And we're going to put these lines on the hands as well. We're going to make some little curved lines right around here. That'll kind of shape out the knee. And then some more of these big broken lines are going to come right around the legs on each side. And then we're going to make some of these lines kind of coming up and down too, just to give them lots of texture and detail. Then on the spikes, there's so much detail on here. What I like to do is just where I find a curved line, I like to just kind of stretch it out and make an extra little line on here, just to give it some detail and make it look a little bit more interesting. And you can even add extra little lines onto the spikes as well. Might just put a couple more up here in some different spots. And then you can always add some extra little lines kind of anywhere you want to on Godzilla. No such thing as too many details on here. And there you go. There is your drawing of Evolved Godzilla from Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. I'm going to fast forward and start coloring this. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.